You just need your time of birth. So if you can find that, then you can have all your signs. So if this reading doesn't resonate with you, you can also check your moon, rising, and rising signs. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I just, kind of focused on Cancer and asked for what messages needed to come out for you guys, and I'll just go through everything here. So here we go. So this is like the crowning card that I drew from the deck of the Earth Warriors, which is a beautiful deck. I really like the art on these. I'll show you this is the Earth Warriors Oracle. So you've got El-Haz, Divine Might Foretold. This is the wisdom of the elk here. And I don't think I've gotten this card before, so I will read this to you. You know what is correct. You understand that any gain which comes from denying your values and compromising yourself creates a loss of soul. There are times when it may seem as though people who act without integrity are obtaining benefit without negative repercussions. Life can seem unfair if you limit yourself to a strictly human perspective, yet nothing escapes the attention of the spiritual world. Restorative action and balancing fairness is always in action at a higher level, according to divine timing and wisdom. So stay true to your integrity, put your faith in divine justice, and you will win in a way that brings benefit to many. Also, in a reading, don't let yourself down with behavior or attitudes that are unworthy of you. You have divinity within you and a right to be in the world with dignity, grace, and integrity, whether in a small matter of apparent insignificance to anyone other than yourself, or in big matters where you feel your soul and perhaps the souls of others are on the line. Integrity will be your saving grace. You can be a kind of heart but also firm as you refuse to allow anyone or anything to convince you that lowering your standards of acceptable behavior is warranted. Be in right relationship with yourself and the divine. Justice will always be done whether you see it happening or not. Put your faith in the good and true, and you will successfully continue on your path. Others are relying on you to be true to yourself more than you may realize. You're strong enough to live with honor. Wow. So what I'm hearing is there might be a situation where you feel like something's unfair. Maybe certain people who are acting in a not so good way are getting all the benefits, and you're the only one kind of left out that has a different view on something, or you feel like something is right, and I'm just trying to get some light. And you need to stick to that, to stay true to your intentions. And here I see the moon in the third eye. It's kind of a sign for me of intuition, following your vision and your gut feelings. It might seem like something's not working out, but in the end, you're doing whatever you're doing to help yourself and to help others. So don't step out of what you believe is true, or what you feel you need and what you need to do, and don't accept anything lower than that, or anything other than that, I would say. So yeah, that's quite powerful. So that's the crowning of your reading, and then I'll go into some more oracle cards. We have the Spirit Animal Oracle, and we have Wasp Spirit here. Sometimes life stings. So, this is a reminder that sometimes not everything goes great in life. Sometimes we need that little sting. I'll read it out to you here. Not all that spirit creates in nature is easy to love, but when we look through the eyes of wasp spirit, we recognize that even though sometimes life stings, there is a purpose for pain, just that as there is purpose. The purpose for pain, just as there is purpose for wasps in the natural world. Wasps keep insect populations down, supporting the growth of plants. So too, the sting of life may hurt, and you may feel deeply disappointed or even resentful that wasp spirit has shown up, but you will soon come to see that spirit has something wonderful in store for you. You may well come to realize that being stunned led to something far better than you had envisioned for yourself, perhaps behind the scenes. Wasp spirit was conspiring with spirit to ensure that you could grow something of value to you. Spirit has a plan, and wasp spirit plays a part. Have you ever looked back and been glad your prayers weren't answered because the path you took led to something far better? Wasp spirit is a reminder to reflect on those times, for today's thing may hurt, but something better awaits you. So, I mean, this also could be related to the same situation you that came up with the previous card, where you feel kind of something's unfair, something's not going your way, or like, why is this happening? And it can be a situation of disappointment or heartbreak or just something that hurts, you know, sometimes it hurts. But this is a reminder that it's hard to see sometimes in the moment why something is happening, and it just feels sad and hurtful. But further down the line, you may be able to reflect on why this happened, and that it actually was meant to happen to bring you to a better path or better journey wherever you're going. So that's the message here. All right, and then I just want to point out that we have, I'll just go to this one first. So this is in the tarot cards. This is more in the sidelines. I kind of do an intuitive thing. It's not in the center, so it doesn't mean like it's like maybe not a central theme for the month ahead, so don't worry too much about it. But the Five of Air is a card of, it can be tension or conflict. So this is, you know, I'm just showing this one now because I feel it can relate a lot to the wasp spirit message. So there might be something going on, a situation that's just upsetting, and this is just a message to remind you that, you know, it will pass, and you just have to stay strong during this transition or whatever is going on. I'll just go also to my last oracle card here. We have Green Man Synergy. So this message is all about, it could be combining things. It's when the sum of different things are far more powerful and strong together than separately. So it could be you combining different things together, or this could be you also working with others. You have like a lot of synergy energy at this time, so it's like take advantage of that, and just know that life is trying to align for you and wants everything to work out. And if you combine different things, whether it's different ideas or different people together, you can create something great for far more powerful or far more creative or whatever it may be than, you know, by yourself, or maybe you're overwhelmed. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go through everything. So a lot of the tarot cards came out upside down, and usually I do read the reversal messages, but I just took, actually this one was upright, but I took the idea, I just decided to have them all upright, because when they're almost all upside down, I feel like, I don't know, some people read the reversal, some don't. I use my intuition. Like if it's just a few upside down, then I feel like that's a message, but if it's almost all of them, then I think, you know, the deck is like upside down. So Anyway, the meanings can go different ways, but I'm just gonna trust what I have here. So we have the Ace of Water. The Ace is a new beginning, the start of something, and the Ace of Water is a beautiful, it's beautiful kind of overflowing energy. It's like emotional fulfillment, unconditional love, just like feeling great, just emotionally. So water is related to emotions and relationships and things like this. And so the ace is a great card of like just feeling fulfilled. So I'm not sure what the transition is here with the situation where we just had some conflict, but then you also have this emotional fulfillment. So maybe at some time, maybe at the end of November or start of December, I don't know, maybe there's a situation where there's some tension, but then it leads to something new and where you feel, excuse me, where you feel great. So this is a great card to have. And right with that, you also had the Ace of Fire. So the Ace of Fire is another ace, another powerful card or a beginning card. And fire is it's passionate, it's passion, and it's also kind of spirit. And it talks about action, but it's action that can be kind of combined with some kind of spiritual reasoning or some kind of spiritual base behind it. It's like divine action. So these two together is really nice. Definitely like a passionate, emotional beginning of some sort. So I don't know if you can hear that. It's really windy here. So I don't know. This is great. And then the center card that came out is the Page of Water. Ooh. So the Page of Water is, you see, it's like a childlike innocence. This can be opening your heart, really flowing with things, really like connecting to that divine childlike energy of just being open, being not being too serious about anything, just like connecting to this kind of fun, playful, adventurous energy. And you see there's like lotus and the water is kind of, it's just fun and gentle. So this is your central card for this month. So I feel like by connecting to this, and then this card that came out after that, Ten of Water. So this is like the ultimate. This is another, it's all about serenity and peace. I mean, you got the Buddha there, you got the lotus, the flowers again, and the waterfall. Everything is like flowing perfectly. You're calm in the center of it, and you're just like, you just feel great, and you're just happy no matter what's going on. So I feel like either with this start, this new beginning, and then connecting to like a childlike innocence, and being open, this can lead you to feel, this is a big step from the page to the 10, but it's like it will lead you to this. The 10 is like the completion of the cycle. It's really nice. And there's a lot of water here. You are a water sign, and water is, in the tarot, is emotion, relationships, and love, just unconditional love and joy. So yeah, that's really nice. And then I went kind of forward to see what comes out towards the end. It could be towards the end of the month, or just generally what other advice or influence is around. And we have the Six of Air. So Six of Air, the air is the mental. And this is like a shift or a rite of passage. And this could be like a change in how you think, or like something that needs to change in relation to the way the way you think. you also see, I mean, it's a boat like flowing away in the air. It can be a card of travel as well, maybe leaving a situation or going somewhere new, taking a trip or something. The Six of Air is can also just represent in the mental, leaving something behind kind of thing. And that was kind of connected here with the Two of Air. So another air card, which this one is more of kind of like taking a pause and looking at your options. You might have a decision to make, but it's saying you don't have to rush it, and like take your time to feel it out, and maybe by leaving and getting a new perspective on things, whether that's physically in the world or internally or just around somewhere close, like somewhere not too far, getting a new perspective, it can help you take a break to maybe make your next choice here. And the last card that came out, kind of on the sidelines, but more in relation to these cards, I feel, is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a major arcana, major card. She's all about intuition, mystery. She's connected to the moon. You can see the moon there. Same as with the elk, had the moon. Usually, sometimes she has the moon on her forehead too, but not this time. But follow your gut feeling. That might help you make that decision that you might have to make sometime coming up here. And take the time. Don't rush it. You might need to get away for a bit, come back, see what you feel inside. It's a very kind of deep, mysterious energy here. Going within, going deep within. Okay. Sorry if this was a little bit all over the place. Maybe it wasn't as clear as of a journey as some of the other signs I did, but it's like I just trust all the cards that come out here, and what I'm seeing is, oh wow, I'm doing these readings much longer than I anticipated, but that's all right. Yeah, I'm seeing there might be some kind of conflict, something that hurts, something that makes you feel like things are not fair, but you have to stick to what you feel, stick to your values, stick to your integrity. It can bring you to a beautiful new beginning emotionally and in your passions, in your actions as well. And emotionally, I see just lots of beauty here. Just be open, be like a child again. Just see everything as if you're seeing it for the first time. Be grateful